Hello, if you are seeing this, this might be a message for you from a loved one or from your higher self. I've been getting the pull all day to do a little reading, and I usually only do these for friends and family, but for some reason today I just kept getting called to do a reading. So if this shows up for you, there could be something, oh boy, well, this is an aggressive start, okay? Whoa! All right. Well, first off, we've got the Tower, okay? And the Tower, it's one of my favorite cards. Does that help? Yeah, they are falling off a building, but hear me out. 49 on the timer, that's my lucky number. It falls apart because it has to, right? The Tower falls apart because better things are coming. And you may have been patching up this tower for a long time, whatever this might be in your life. This could be a job, this could be a relationship, maybe a version of yourself that you've been trying to cling to. But ultimately, you got to make way for improvements. And sometimes the only way to make an improvement is to knock down what's in the way, okay? We've got the Tower. When I pulled out kind of a follow-up clarifying card, I did get the Devil. Again, like a very alarming start, okay? Let me take a look at this for a moment. Yeah, okay, so what I'm hearing is that you may have been clinging, which is your right as a human and is the natural order of things, okay? So don't feel like you're doing anything wrong, but this might be some guidance from your higher self that you should let go of what needs to be let go and maybe practice surrender, because the Devil represents all things earthly, and I'm just sort of intuiting that you've perhaps chained yourself to something that you feel is terrifying to knock over, is terrifying to watch collapse. But that might be exactly what needs to happen. I'm going to get one more tarot card, and then I'm going to actually look into this beautiful deck that I was gifted a long time ago. This is the Beloved Dead. Oh, it just fully camouflages me into the wall. I really like that deck, and I've been working with ancestors begrudgingly lately. I hate to say that, but it's true. My card of the week. Oh my gosh. Okay, this card. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, this is on the other side of your Tower moment. Guess what? My readings that I do occasionally, this is literally the second one, for the collective, apparently seem to match my life exactly, because it's almost like I'm pulling my own cards. So if this does match with you, know that we're on the same journey, so that's fun. So yeah, you may have been tied to something that needs to fall, but your guides and angels, they're on your side. And if you're not able to let this go, they'll knock it over. I know from experience. Okay, so if things are falling apart, it's okay. You can't be harmed. Deep down, your soul is pure and cannot be harmed. Okay, I just want you to remember that. Your guides want you to remember that. And on the other side, independence, fruits of your labors. Look at her. Look at this badass babe. I just love her. I have identified so much with her recently. She's just like in her own garden, tending to her own garden. This is like independent woman vibes, okay? Gender here doesn't matter. It's just kind of a good way to explain the energy. 9 of Pentacles, really powerful, really, really powerful, independent, stable, financially stable, abundant. And last card that I saw is at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. And I think this really does come through, 449 on the timer, come through for a lot of us right now, because we're kind of in this place of like, yeah, everything's falling apart. What are we supposed to do? And I think that clarity is coming very soon for us, okay? I think the clarity is coming. I am being pulled to, actually, you know what? Okay, yes, begrudgingly with the ancestors. All right. I want to see if anybody's coming through for the collective, anybody in your past, maybe a loved one, or perhaps somebody that is in your ancestral line somehow. Oh, this is powerful. Okay, so this deck actually has 10, so it's a pretty big deck, but an oracle deck, but it has 10 acts of love, which are sort of guidance from beyond, guidance from source, guidance from your higher self or loved ones. And this one says, do nothing is the act of love. Okay. And this is what I've been all day. I've been asking for clarity all day, all my life. No, but that's been my biggest prayer this week is clarity and do nothing. I like that. I'm also getting that maybe a message is going to come through, like a literal message. Okay. Mercury, if you're watching this as I upload it, Mercury's retrograde right now. But that aside, check your spam, maybe is what I'm saying. You know, maybe a text got hidden or lost. But no, I think that some clarity is coming, and I think this is going to come through with words. I think this is going to come through as a message somehow. King of Pentacles right under that. Amazing. Okay, act of love, do nothing. And usually when I get this, get an act of love card, I also pull an ancestor card just to see like if there's anyone who's aligning you with that advice. Or, oh, hello, who are you? Find out. Ooh, this is fun. I've not pulled this card before. This card is called Limelight. Okay, and usually the cards, you can kind of interpret them in a number of ways, but oh, I love this card, Limelight. I'm going to read this just so you can know if it represents anything in your life, but Limelight is an interesting one. I often pull Player, which I think is my grandfather. He was like a dice player and a big personality, but I don't know, Limelight might also... Lights, camera, action. Limelight focuses on an individual or ancestor who takes center stage in some area of their life. Honored or dishonored, they've been documented, photographed, lauded, applauded, or inducted into a hall of fame or shame. I think maybe some of us are already knowing who that is. Let me know if you know who that is in your life or in your past, who you might have on the other side. They carry, you know, some of these aspects of themselves with them, especially in these kinds of readings, so you can know who they are, which I've always found interesting. Maybe this is someone who had a lot of talent and star quality to burn, but missed their calling. Their story is legend. Alternatively, Limelight examines your own comfort level in the spotlight as opposed to remaining frozen in the wings or happily concealed behind the scenes. As I've told you, I've been called to do this video reading out of my comfort zone all day. Okay, only the true you knows if you shoulda, woulda, coulda, if not for that immobilizing fear of rejection. Okay, interesting. Or the risk of stirring up other people's jealousy. Ooh, chills. And low vibrational behavior. It happens after all. Success and recognition can churn up your life like a snow globe. You either thrive as adulation and praise swirl magically around you, or withdraw as it stirs up old memories and wounds. The beloved dead of Limelight says, never dim your light to accommodate those who are stuck in the shade. Yeah, don't be the light for other people if they're not contributing their own light. Pull that energy back. I'm being guided to ask you to guide you to call back your energy. Okay, there are a number of ways you can do this. One affirmation that I really like is as I call back my energy, and then you can kind of add on to there. I use one that I learned from Brie Melanson, which is as I call back my energy, my signal strengthens. You could say, as I call back my energy, I'm centered in myself, whatever kind of you want to have. Or you can just call back your energy and make that your intention, right? It's all about intention. Never dim your light to accommodate those who are stuck in the shade. There will be others who will be grateful for what you have to give. Go ahead and hit your mark. The spotlight is on you. You'll be adored. Wow. So that is just confirmation. And I love that this goes also with do nothing, okay? Because I think that's part of this message is like, it sounds confusing and it sounds maybe counterintuitive, but at the core, it makes perfect sense. When you're in the limelight, for good or bad, right? Like a tower moment is happening, you're trying to unchain from a person or a version of yourself you no longer want to be, or a job or whatever it may be, a situation you no longer maybe know deep down that you want to be a part of, or that's no longer serving you. This could pull you into a place of limelight, but that doesn't mean you need to be reactive, right? And even if the limelight is like your own spotlight on yourself and going, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Hey, sometimes the best act of love you can show to yourself and those around you is to do nothing. And listen to that. Do nothing. Don't overextend your light. If someone else is suffering, it is okay, it is good, it is beautiful to feel compassionate for that being, okay, for that person. And I want you not to abandon yourself in the process, okay? You can be a loving presence for someone by just being you, okay? You don't need to abandon yourself to help heal another person, okay? I'm just being guided to tell you that. Things might be shifting soon. And that's okay. That's good. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It means that better things are taking place, okay? This is exciting, right? We're in a really exciting time. Think about just astrologically, things are bananas. I'm not even going to pretend to know, like, I have the details on that. Now, the last thing I want to do real quick, I love this deck as well. This is a Priestess Oracle. Another friend, Bree, that's funny, sent me these. Brianna Clover, also wonderful healer, energy worker. Okay, so this Priestess Oracle deck is so funny to me because I get like really strong messages from it, and it kind of is bossy. I have my Sekhmet here, my beautiful, oh, hello, let's not knock her over. My beautiful Sekhmet statue here hiding behind the wings, hiding in the wings. But this deck, I feel like every time I start to shuffle with it, it like makes me slow down, and it's like, we don't like that. We don't like being like tossed around. And I'm like, okay, you're right. It's a goddess oracle. I should be a little more careful. Wow. Okay. Another card I've never pulled before, which is interesting. We've got the SCEPTER, which represents divine authority, strength, energetic mastery. These cards are beautiful. They have like these sort of light codes on them. Yeah. It's just really a beautiful deck. It's called the Priestess Oracle. So I'm going to read the SCEPTER. I've like scammed. I've scammed, I don't know, somebody probably. No, I've skimmed through this and seen this page, but I've never actually pulled the cards, so I don't quite know the details. Let's see. Here's your message. This is your final guidance for today. This is, I pull this Priestess Oracle when I'm asking for someone to almost hold my hand to guide me for the next day, for the next 24 hours. So if you feel called to do that, maybe this is the guidance that is needed for you. Ooh, it really is just so pretty. Okay. Dear soul, the SCEPTER, sacred staff of divine power, comes to you now as a symbol of your capacity to lead and walk in energetic mastery. This ancient tool was wielded by priest kings, goddesses, and guardians of sacred space. It is a symbol of divine authority and attuned command where inner alignment births outer strength. The SCEPTER activates the divine masculine principle within you, not to push or control, but to anchor in divine knowing and hold the highest flow of creation. It reminds you that you are not here to cower before chaos, but to walk forward with clarity, presence, and trust in the higher order. Ooh, chills on my left side. It's a confirmation for me. But to walk forward with clarity, presence, and trust in the higher order, always moving through you. You are being called to hold your field of light, moving with intention, speaking and acting as one who is profoundly connected with the divine direction. The wasp scepter teaches that true authority begins within. It is the strength to wield your presence in devotion to truth and to stand as a clear channel even in the face of uncertainty. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your core foundation and expand your capacity to weave with all life's initiations and invitations. You are meant to expand your brilliance now, ready to step into the template of illumined leadership, walking as a beacon of strength and stability for those around you. Illumined. This is not about force, it is about embodied command that flows from your sacred alignment. As you root into the strength, you remember your true safety comes from within, and your inner freedom is not dependent on any external force. Let the tower crumble, okay? I know it's scary, but you're safe down there. You are a vessel of divine order. Trust the power moving through you. When you hold the wasp scepter physically or energetically, you activate your capacity to harmonize energy, to guide spaces, and to remember that you are never alone in this mission. Divine forces walk beside you. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. The scepter, I learned about the scepter when I visited Egypt, the wasp scepter. It's a really powerful symbolic. So if you're called to look up that symbology, it is really interesting. I'm called to look up the word illumined because apparently I need to learn. Oh, wow. Okay, I split the deck and got strength. So you know what? You're nailing it. The amount of major arcana just kind of throwing itself around here. Your ancestors just like knocking about. Yeah, I love it. I love it. You are very, very protected right now. I feel that so strongly. Things are moving. Okay, things are moving. Tower as the first frickin' card, like things are moving rapidly. Okay, and I want you to be excited. I just was also called to look at this card and its addiction, and this also is what the devil represents. As someone who recently got sober, shout out 126 days, not that anyone's counting. Let me actually look up the number because I don't want to, I weirdly feel like maybe that number, well, I can't look up the number, it's on the phone. Maybe I'll put it in the description, but that number might be important. But addiction, yeah, and this, I know, this card, this could be a person in your life. I also think this is my grandfather. He's shown me a few cards, including religious. Now you can see why I'm maybe begrudgingly working with them. But these cards together, right? Strength. This feels like such my grandfather energy. Limelight, addiction. You've already embodied this. You have this. You're on the right direction. Things are falling apart around you. I want you to remember, sometimes you just have to do nothing. And that sounds so impossible. But if you're able to anchor into a moment and realize from this moment you have the most beautiful perspective of life, because this moment is all there is. The future hasn't happened yet. The past is already over. This moment is all that exists. If you think about it from that perspective, suddenly the present becomes so profound. And if you're able to listen to your body and say, like, what do I need in this moment? And maybe that's just, I don't know, an episode of Grace and Frankie. Maybe that's a nap. Maybe that's a good cry, or to drive and get a donut. I don't know, whatever that might mean for you. Just do that. Take care of yourself, your inner child. Love yourself and hold that scepter and realize that you are actually divine at the core, and that's why nothing can really harm you. And power is moving through you. You're a beautiful soul, and you are going through a lot right now, and you have so much power behind you, within you and behind you, as your team kind of gathers to walk you through this. So Whew, yeah, this was beautiful. I just love you. I love you so much. And thank you for popping in. I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm here. And I'm glad I am, and I'm glad you are. Okay, love you.